Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show, where I share with you tools that we all could use to live the life that we deserve and to really hit the goals that we want to achieve. This is a sacred space. So if it's your first time here, welcome home. And if you're coming back, welcome home. This is a safe space for grown folk conversation to just take our lives to the next level. You know, I've had the pleasure and I've been blessed to speak on countless stages all around the world, both virtual and in person. And I'm in a season where I want to share some of the tools and techniques that I've used to build my message, build my platform, build my brand, and more importantly, impact more people. So I can tell you some of the things that matter the most in your message. But let me just make sure that to help you deliver the perfect message or a message with perfection laced throughout it, you want to make certain things mandatory for you. Now, let's call it a keynote. Now, let me be clear that a keynote can be something that you do on your video camera and you post it. I've seen keynotes done from a car, super powerful keynotes done from someone's car. And then keynotes can be done on a live stage as well, whether you're talking to an actual audience that's sitting in the room or a virtual audience. What are some things that can make your message powerful and memorable? Number one, remember that every time you open your mouth, you are engaging in a dialogue, not a monologue. No one wants to be talked at. People want to be engaged. People want to be a part of an exchange. Find ways to get your audience involved with you. Now, there are tons of episodes where I share some of my favorite speaking tools. Go look at those. But one of the things to remember is to always engage in a dialogue, not a monologue, which means you can ask questions. You can say, have you ever had that experience? Type here, type it yes in chat below and let me know if you've had this experience. Or you can just do some back and forth dialogue, even when you're in video. But definitely when you're live, you want to make sure that you engage that dialogue. Number two, you want to add sparkle and zest. I believe we're all some type of artist. And artists bring in different things, whether you want to bring in music, or you want to bring in poetry, or you want to bring in some dazzles and some lights and some, like whatever you want to bring in. Add some sparkle to your message. Don't just have a flat, linearly delivered message. You want to bring in some zest. What does that look like? I like when I'm on a physical stage, I like my stages to be beautiful. Simple beauty. I don't go all over. You don't need a massive budget to create a great environment. So even if you're doing recordings from your home, can you post up some pictures, like super simple pictures, literally printed out on a hard stock cardboard, not framed, but they create life. They add zest to any room. Or bring in music, have music in the background, raise the music up at a particular time, or clothes or costumes. I just spoke on a stage last night, actually, where everyone had on like a headdress costume, and every single speaker did that. So add some sparkle. Just remember that the sparkle should feel right for you, and it should feel right for your audience. But be creative. We're all artists. And number three, when you talk about being memorable and having impact, always, what did I say? Always. Did you say it? Yeah. Just so you know, that was dialogue, not monologue. I was pulling you in. Always play full out. Don't ever show up and give someone, any audience, an audience of 1 or an audience of 10 or an audience of 100, an audience on video, an audience on social media, or an audience in a live room. Don't ever show up and give them 30% of you or 40% of you or even 70%. Give them everything you have in that moment. You should see every opportunity to speak as an opportunity to not only share your message, but to share your gift with the world. Whether your gift is the gift of intuition or your is the gift of this beautiful energy of grace and ease, or it's the gift of high energy and motivation, or it's the gift of wisdom. Maybe you're an intellect and you want to share the intellect that you have. It's all a gift. So when you go on a virtual stage via recording like this right now, this is my stage in the moment, or whether you go on a physical stage, make sure that you play full out. No matter what's going on in the background of your life, you cannot believe some of the things that I've climbed over to get on a stage and play full out. Whatever is happening in my personal life, how tired I may feel, I leave it at the door. How sad I may have been at the moment, I leave it at the door and I show up for my audience and for the message that's supposed to come through me at that moment. Now, I hope this helps you. Know that this show, just like I mentioned in one of my points, this show is not a monologue. This entire show is a dialogue. I would love to hear from you. What's the biggest aha that you had based on what I shared? What's something that you've been doing and you go, oh my God, Lisa, I get it. Or what's something that you want to begin to do, but you still don't quite know how to do it and you'd like my advice on it? Type in chat here. Let me know. Comment below. Let me know exactly what you thought about this episode, how it brought value, or any question that it jarred up for you. Let me know. Because after all, this is your home. And we are your tribe. And I am your sister in prosperity and in possibility. And if you've been with me for a while, you have heard me say this before. When I say that I believe in you and that I love you, it's not because it's my shtick. It's because I do. I believe in you and I share an agape love for you. And I hope to see you real soon. And if you haven't officially joined the tribe yet, what are you waiting on? You know this feels good to your soul. Subscribe. I'll see you soon.